All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that map. Will you look at that map? Holy crap. Holy crap, that map. So, um, we finally push all of Africa out. And I say we, but I actually mean Zin Zin and Papa Smitty down here. And then, of course, way up high up here, Popcat has been continuing. That is Pays de Loire. Pays de Loire. Has dominated all of Northern Europe up here, and then on into the Americas as well, and basically taken over the entire frickin' ocean. Like, that's all Popcat as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's all Popcat. At this point, I'm like, how many hundreds of men are out there? It's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. So what's going on now is our new friend here, West Ecuador here, AV25, is continuing to swarm up through the south here. Popcat is still invading into the west. It seems like a pretty leisurely invasion. And when I say that, I mean just cautious and careful. There's no need to rush anything because there are still some powerful players over here. Harkold is back. Oh my gosh. He comes and goes through some of these games, and it might not be his fault because this game has been dropping me out of games after I've only been away for a day or two, and it's supposed to be 3 days. So the reason I note that is that there was a point when I was hoping that he could join us. Let's see, is he at war now with Popcat? It's kind of an important question. For the longest time, I kind of considered he's not. Kind of considered him a protected person just because of the potential for future alliances with him. We're still at 7, so not surprising. Well, Harkold, when you watch this video, reach out to me. I thought you were gone, and, definitely, I mean, Popcat is looking to expand, but he can expand down here into, what is this, Illinois. And, of course, Florida is AFK, so Ecuador can expand into Florida. And, of course, there is room up here for Popcat to expand. I don't know what his relationship is with Fort Hope, but that is still a person there. And it looks like they are coexisting, so there might be some peaceful arrangement up there as well. Getting into stuff that is not exactly my expertise. That is one of the things that I do trust my generals is, for instance, when these guys were attacking south into here, I did bring support with my Air Force, but I left it up to them, the speed and direction that they wanted to attack. Same thing over here. Again, you can kind of see down here, my Air Force is still supporting down here. Although I did retreat some of that out of there, I do have a formidable Air Force still on the ground down here. A couple bomber and fighter stacks that are just sort of doing cleanup on the outside edges over here, as well as bombing into some initial attack stacks. The main story right now, as of this moment, is in Eastern Europe. It is just not going to move, and then it's going to move all at once, of course. So you can see what's happened here is the East has arrayed against us, and that's not surprising. In fact, it's the smartest thing they could do. And we talked about this in the previous video that like it's not a slam dunk. Despite what some of the people have been trying to kind of put over, it is not a slam dunk. Now, what is painful is my little friend. Say hello to my little friend. And this is not my entire Air Force, as you can see. Okay, he's attacking a stack of 2, but that did not used to be a stack of 2. He probably split off here. Yeah, that's almost exactly what he did. And so I need to decide right now if I want to attack into... Look at that. The controls for this are all over the place. He's got me patrolling over there. Let me go ahead and click on that again. There we go. That's not me. There we go. Takes a minute. There we go. And I do want to go ahead and attack this retreating stack. oh boy, my computer is having difficulty. I've been thinking about maybe trying to get an upgrade because my computer is not happy with the amount of computation I'm laying on it. So he will probably pull another slip if he can. Of course, you guys know that means stopping your whole army and then leaving with everybody but one guy. And the guy who is left behind retains the identity of the whole army, and anybody who's attacking in will attack that army group. So it may be more advantageous for me. Yeah, so this is something I learned recently, that when you are on patrol, you attack every 15 minutes at 1/4 of your attack power. So let's change tack here, because go ahead and change tack here. Ooh, this would be fun. Hey, let's do a bit of a flower over here. That could be fun. I don't want to fragment too much here, but it occurs to me I have twice as many bombers as fighters. So what I can do is 5 and 10 it. So let's do that. That'll be fun. So here we go. 25 and 50 and patrol. We're just going to patrol right along the length of this retreating stack here. We're just going to do this, rinse and repeat. Come on back, split it up. Now we're going to go to 20 and 40. Oh yeah. You're watching the magic happen here, folks. You're watching the sausage being made. This is real frontline stuff. I mean, not really. I'm just trying to come up with an excuse for wasting your time doing game stuff in the cast, as I promised not to do. But hey, I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. Come on. God damn it. See, and it does that. Like, every once in a while, it's just like, nah, I'm not going to... It's supposed to bounce back to, the stack that you just split off from. But then sometimes it just doesn't. And everything is delayed. You can kind of tell when I click on something, it takes a minute. When I drag the screen, it takes a minute. There's just too many commands going on at one time for this game to cope with. And so let's go ahead and see if we can split off. Try this again, 15. And so this is my method, and it works as long as the computer works, is you attack or patrol with the entire stack, and then you just peel off little by little. But the reason you do this is, you can see, once I click patrol, it'll come back, and here's my stack, and then I don't have to click on it again. I can just immediately go and peel off another, but you always peel off towards the larger number. So what I'm in fact doing is sending the entire group, except for that 5 and 10, onto a future location. And again, the reason for that is, once you click, it takes a second, but it will come back, and there you go. You can split immediately without having to select your group again. All right, this is my last split out here. So this has been kind of fun. A little bit of a flower maneuver here against what? There we go. Against this guy who has been playing a little bit of fast and loose with his splitting off stuff. So hopefully that will counter that. If he leaves somebody behind, I'll have patrols in the area dropping down attacks every 15 minutes. So that looks like a nice little 6 patrols of 5 and 10, 5 fighters, 10 bombers, all of them on their own sort of little attack schedule, every 15 minutes attacking down with, I think, 25% of their power. So that's the new patrol metric. And when I say new, it's new to me, but I think it's been that way for a while now, maybe as much as a couple years. Now, there was a new mechanic for air that had to do with the cone, the refueling, and that was more recent. That was a couple months ago. But as far as the whole patrol attacking thing, that's been around for a while, my understanding is. So we can see over here, there is some attacking coming in. I'm not feeling like I'm needed over there, per se. The reason I did end up further north was there were some railguns up there. And when I say there was some railguns, I mean there was some railguns. But, we killed them. And I'm liking this too because now, as my allies are getting bigger and bigger and more monolithic and more devastating, they're also getting these huge air forces. And so, I'm up here lending a hand, but it's now, you can just see, look how big Poland is. That's ridiculous. He is a beast, and then you can see all this stuff flowing over here. That's from Poland and from Popcat. And I think they're going to go ahead and just take all of northern Russia. I mean, that's the goal. Bob is pretty big over here. Bob is a devastatingly large individual. Big Bob, they call him. And he's got something to say about that. I'm over here. I just wanted to kind of talk to you. Well, let's talk over here a little bit further about what's going on down here in this is the Gulf of Aden or Aden, Aden, Gulf of Aden over here. This is the Arabian Peninsula, and there's some conflict going on down here. This is where Papa Smitty has been rubbing up against Euclid, and I will say again, I don't know why I have random vision on people, but I just do. So here's some railguns. Like, I literally don't know why. I mean, I don't have vision with Euclid at all. Euclid. But anyway, there are some units. And then here's the units we have. We don't have a lot of stuff over here. Just, I've got some boats. Got some boats over here. And I tried to tell Euclid, like, I don't have a big navy anywhere nearby. But, I'll do my part. You can see I'm coming up here. And I'll try to kind of do my part over here in the Gulf of Aden. But anyway, what I did want to show you here is this is my pride and joy. You can see I'm building some more naval units. I've really been concentrating on cruisers, just full cruisers. And that's mainly because, as you know, the air gets really nasty in the late game. And I think we can officially say we're in the mid to late game here. And those cruisers are pretty effective against fighters. So building up them cruisers. So here's what I did want to show you here. Look at this. Will you look at this? Look at that. Oh my God. I want to say, I feel like I have railways. You saw me a couple videos again. I was just going nuts building railways. Holy shit. Like, this is what I'm talking about. All right, let's just talk about this, because we already talked about last time how what I want to happen is I want every child in my country smoking a fucking pipe with a coal miner's helmet on his head and a goddamn pickaxe in his hand, okay? That's my vision for my nation. That's what I want to happen here, folks. That's what's happening here. And I also, this is another view here that I loved. This is what I'm talking about when I mentioned the 1870 London. This is what I'm talking about. So you might not know this, but in London, I think all over England, they had a time like in the early 20th century where they literally went around. This is after they had transitioned away from coal for the most part into natural gas and oil. They went around and scrubbed all the buildings. I'm not even kidding, because all the white and cream and beige colored buildings were black with the coal soot. Not kidding. Like, they literally, it was a huge project that they underwent as a city, where they just went around building by building with a giant fucking scrub brush and just cleaned all the coal soot off of everything. Like, look it up. I don't know what to look it up under, like coal cleanup London or something. But like, look at that hellscape. That's what I'm building. I'm Batman. That's what I'm going for, though, folks. I got to tell you, that is what I'm looking for. Here's a Paris in the coal age. I thought this was pretty cool. A little bit cleaner looking. Maybe it's more of a fanciful image of what Paris looked like in the coal age. But still, the same thing, man. Smokestacks and just this haze. That is a coal haze. That is like, I'm telling you, you get home at the end of the day, you blow your nose, and black shit comes out all over your handkerchief, guaranteed. So here's a picture of some of our workers here. I like this because there's donkeys in the goddamn mines. Okay? They got donkeys in the goddamn mines. And I did see a story about this. I think it was actually in the TV series Godless. If you haven't seen the TV series Godless, then go fucking watch it because it's great. It's amazing. But they talk about that these mules used to go blind down there because these motherfuckers just kept them down there all the time. It was too much of a trouble to put them on the winch and haul them up and down. So these poor little donkeys would just stay down there like 24/7 and they would go blind, which is what I want to happen in my territory. Do you hear me, folks? I want to have a fucking hellscape. My country is going to be an industrial nightmare. I'm telling you. So I've really started now. You can tell, like, if I just click a random energy tile, it's going to be level 4 factory, it's going to be railway, and it's also most likely going to have an aerodrome at this point. So here we go. Random energy factory. Oh, factory 2. Oh. So I'm still coming in here and cleaning up and building higher level factories. But also, I do have the demand of several wars where I'm kind of trying to bop around. There is no railway here? What the what? Oh my God. What's going on, Chur? Chur, you son of a bitch. Your railway engineer is not doing his job. But you can see, so let's just bop over and then we'll get out of this video because we've had enough, folks. Let's just go over and look at the production. This is what I'm having fun with. That's 5 bombers, 6, 7, 8 bombers, and then I'm continuing to build those cruisers. So it's like 5 cruisers, 8 bombers, and probably 5 or 6 fighters. And then I am building a battleship because I can't help myself. God damn it. I was trying to build only cruisers, but, you know, every once in a while you got to build a battleship to throw in that backbone into your Navy. Put a little backbone in there. A little stiffen it up with a little backbone in the Navy. So that's about it, guys. That's all I can tell you as of this point. It does look like we're continuing to move into North America, but there is still resistance there. There are people on the ground. Jebediah is a huge force over here. Harkold is also a force. Not sure what's up with him. He does seem to come and go. And I know what that's like because I've got some games where I'm kind of in and out and trying to do good, but I have other games that are kind of demand more of my attention. This is one of them, for instance. Also, if you haven't checked out our Alliance game yet, go check it out. It is our inaugural game. It's our very first game in the Alliance, so we didn't know what to expect with the maps. We've never played together in that format, so I'm not sure how great things are going to go, but it's super fun to do it. I will say this, too, that as we move into more Alliance play, we're going to have subscribers in that Alliance play, and I will cast those games. But it does seem like those games will be done probably within 30 or 40 days. At least they'll be determined. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll know who wins, even if it's not finally done. We'll pretty much have a winner that we know who's going to win. Whereas opposed to this game is on day 75. So we're 2.5 months into this game. And you know this game will go on to day 100 plus, probably. So based on some of the other 500 maps I've seen. So the Alliance play is a fun way to get more games cast. You know, when I do one of these games, it takes a long time and it takes a lot of my energy. Whereas I could probably cast maybe 2 or even 3 Alliance games during the same time period. Just because, you know, again, if the Alliance games only last 30 days, then I can cast 3 of them in the time it would take to cast 1 of these. So that's something to look forward to as well. I'm pretty excited about that Alliance play. I am having people start to reach out to me now that I'm casting that game. It's kind of real. And so people are coming over to the Alliance and checking it out. Let's go ahead and take a minute here. Since we're all here together, snuggled together under our Afghans with the fire burning, here is our Alliance, just to give you a heads up. I think this is the key right here, UN 631. It asked me for a number, and that's just what I put in for Universe, and then 631. I don't know why. But anyway, I think you can find us with this number tag. But I think certainly if you typed in the whole thing, you'd find us. Anyway, there's a lot of us over here. Some of us are pretty high level, and some of us are lower level. I am asking for level 8 or higher to come into this Alliance, just sort of a standard. But I've also said that for viewers who reach out to me personally, I have been known to make exceptions. So Anyway, this is the Alliance. That's what's up next. That's kind of the new frontier for us as a community. We're going to start to explore that Alliance play. And what I like about it, of course, is that you can challenge other alliances. You've got that tournament play. That's been a lot of fun. Also, I do love it. It does seem to be an honor system, but it looks to me like everyone is adhering to that no gold mark rule, which I love. I enjoy. I'll spend some gold marks here and there, but for the experience of playing pure skill, pure strategy, pure knowledge, I do like that a lot. So we're going to have more of those as well coming up. So thanks for checking in, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Adios, amigos. I'll see you in the next Alliance duel.